President-elect of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, is unveiling her proposed cabinet today. Among the 27 candidates to be commissioners, 13 are women, the highest representation of women ever. The highest-ranking woman will be Denmark's Margrethe Vestager. She'll work alongside her male colleague, Frans Timmermans, as a second executive vice president. He will hold the most important post as executive vice president and will be tasked with cutting carbon emissions. His official title will be Executive VP for a European Green Deal. And a short while ago, Ursula von der Leyen spoke about her new ambitious plan. Let's listen in.
Frans Timmermans will be the Executive Vice President for the European Green Deal. I want the European Green Deal to become Europe's hallmark. At the heart of it is our commitment to becoming the world's first climate-neutral continent. It is also a long-term economic imperative, because those who act first and fast will be the ones who grasp the opportunities from the ecological transition.
Let's bring in DW's Max Hoffman. He's following this story for us in Brussels. Hi, Max. We heard there the Green Deal will be one of the great challenges of facing von der Leyen and her team. What other tasks await this new government?
Well, we assume that the most important topics are those that the so-called executive vice presidents will be tasked with going forward with. One of them is, of course, Frans Timmermans, and he will be in charge of the Green Deal for Europe. Frans Timmermans was also a vice president in the current commission of Jean-Claude Juncker and is the commissioner from the Netherlands. The second one you also mentioned, Margrethe Vestager, who is the Danish commissioner. She will also be an executive vice president, and she will be in charge of the digital future for the European Union, of course, an area where the EU has much ground to cover compared to, for example, what is happening in China and in the United States of America. And there's also a third executive vice president from the eastern states, from Latvia, to be precise here. This is Valdis Dombrovskis, also a current member of the EU Commission, a former prime minister of that country, and he will be in charge of growth and jobs and the social aspects of jobs. So you can see the three priorities here. Basically, to translate it, it's climate change on the one hand, trying to keep up with digital developments and having, well, European-style job creation, meaning with the social aspect to it.
Max, taking a closer look at the makeup of this cabinet, Ursula von der Leyen had promised that half her team would be women, and it seems she succeeded in that area. But were there any surprises there?
She almost succeeded, 13 women, 14 men, but given that the top job is also a woman, Ursula von der Leyen herself, you could say this is a success. She kept her promise. I think this does qualify. Now, surprises, not so much in the names, because we knew the names before, but there is a little trouble brewing, because some say, and that was probably the main point of criticism, that Ursula von der Leyen only got the job because she was helped by votes from right-wing populist parties, so for example from Poland or from Hungary. Now, the Polish commissioner will get the portfolio for agriculture, which is extremely important to Poland. You could say it makes sense, but on the other hand, this might also be a gesture or a small thank you. Some will see it that way. And then you have Věra Jourová from the Czech Republic. So she is part of a populist party, and she will be in charge of holding up European values. That's also something that will probably give a headache to some. And that's something none of us would have expected, at least at the beginning of August. Italy's commissioner is Paolo Gentiloni, former prime minister, but not a populist. And at the beginning of August, and some of you will remember that, we had a fully populist government in Italy, and that heralded a lot of trouble for the formation of this commission. But as we all know, that government broke down, and so now we have a very moderate commissioner with Gentiloni, who's very well regarded here in Brussels, and he will be in charge for economy.
All right, a lot of names there, a lot to look forward to. Max Hoffman for us in Brussels. Thank you.